Hi Frisco and Prosper ladies. As Erin was saying in her video, Erin and I had a phone conversation last night just catching up, and she asked me how I was doing, and I was just telling her how just about where I'm at this season as far as disappointment. I feel like Matt and I have had a lot of conversations about just one of the themes in this season is stewarding disappointment of things being canceled, disappointment of things not looking how we thought it was going to look. Honestly, disappointment that we're still in this situation right now. I thought we would be a lot further along with school coming and like the Prosper campus starting, and that's going great, but there's just disappointment that we are still at home right now and that we are not, that the coronavirus is still at the place that it's at. And one of the things that I was sharing her was just on just our journey, Matt and I's journey as far as the girls' school goes, that last week I was just in a really weird mood, and Matt was asking me like because I was just off, honestly, and he was trying to check in and ask me like what was wrong. And for the first couple of days I didn't know. I just knew that I was feeling off. I knew I was needing to spend more time with God and just really pray and everything. And once I was really able to process through it, I realized my mood started when I got an email from Frisco ISD telling us the school choices for this year. And I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the choices, and I could feel God putting on our hearts to start praying about homeschool. But I was grieving what I thought this year was going to look like, this school year. I have been working for the past 2 years, 2 days a week, and I knew if I was homeschooling, I was not going to be able to work. And so that means that community, those people, I was enjoying what I was doing. I wasn't going to get to do that anymore. And then also I was grieving, taking the girls away from their friends and their community and just what they had known. And I feel like it's okay, and it's like disappointment is an okay emotion. It's a good emotion, especially to acknowledge it. And I don't feel like I could look to homeschooling and start really praying about it until I really grieved and mourned what I thought this year was going to look like. And so it took me like almost a week to really process through and pray, and with Matt and by myself, of just laying that down. And I was telling Erin, like, I just feel like this season I've just had to lay down a lot of rights that to me I feel like up until this point they weren't rights. They were just like, it was just understood, like I should have the right to work, I should have the right to send my kids to school, I should have the right to send my kids to school and not worry about a virus. I should have the right to let them go to our neighbor's birthday party and not worry about a lot of people being there and not feeling awkward when I have to say no. So I just felt like God was asking me just to lay down all of these rights. And as far as homeschooling goes, like trusting God that He knows my heart, He knows the girls' hearts, and He has the best for us, not the best in spite of this situation, but He has the best regardless of this situation. Whether we are in this situation or not, He has a best plan for me and for the girls and for what this next school year is going to look like. And just the mental picture that I had in my head is like, we had built this life, like a routine of me going to work, them going to school, and it was like it was a beautiful garden, and the garden had like a white picket fence around it, and in that garden, within that picket fence, was the garden and just beautiful flowers. And I feel like me laying down that right was me taking down that picket fence, just laying down all 4 of the sides. And it's painful and scary because I don't know what it looks like past that fence, but once I'm able to lay it down, it just I don't know if I'm using the right speech, lie it down, so forgive me if I'm not using the right form of speech. But after those fence walls go down, it allows the Lord an infinite field and, as far as I can see, to grow the garden. So I'm believing, I don't know how that garden is going to look, but I'm believing that he's going to take this year and it's going to be way more beautiful. See, I'm tearing up right now because I can't talk without crying, but way more beautiful than anything that I've imagined for me and for the girls. And I'm just trusting him with our hearts. I'm trusting him that he knows what is best for us and he has our hearts in his hands. So anyways, that's just kind of been, you know, where I have personally been. And I know that this disappointment everyone has dealt with it in this season one way or another. And so I'm just praying for all of y'all that whatever disappointment y'all have walked through, that you just know that the Lord has your hearts in his hands and that he can redeem any time that you feel like has been lost, any time with your family, any time with your friends, any time, you know, I had popcorn before this and it's stuck in my throat. Anyways, anytime that you just feel like has been lost. And I know that there's going to be so many roots going deep during this season, and we're going to walk out of this just so much stronger, closer with each other, closer with our families, and closer with God than we ever have before. Anyways, I love you all. I hope that wasn't too long, and I hope it all made sense. Anyways, bye.